Am I the a-hole for asking my friends what flavor their wedding cake is? The title sounds innocent enough, but let's see. I, 22 female, am in the wedding party of my friends who we will call M, 25 female, and Ro, 25 male, who will be getting married in about 2 months. I have been really excited for the wedding since it'll be an opportunity for all the friends from college to get together for the first time in 2 years. Not to mention, M and Ro are my best friends, or at least I thought they were. We have a Discord for all the wedding stuff, and they have a channel about food. They've been really good about being open about the food they intend to have at the reception, including vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options for everyone, and answering questions, so I didn't think there was any contention if I asked a question. Anyways, about 4 days ago, I posted a message into the Discord asking, hey, what flavor is the cake going to be? I want to mentally prepare myself, lol. I think looking back, my choice of extra word is what caused all this, but I meant it in the sense that I have a long documented dislike of chocolate flavor foods like cake or ice cream, so I added in the event the cake was chocolate. I received a private message back that the cake would be chocolate, and that if I had a problem with it, then I should shove it, because it was their wedding, not mine. And I felt really taken aback by this response. Never did I mention that I would have been upset, and I certainly wouldn't put up a stink about it. It's exactly like M had said, it's their wedding. I explained as much and tried to apologize for any offending I did, but she got even more defensive and started basically blasting me for implying that she was offended, and I would just left it overall very confused. I gave it 2 days before I tried to apologize again and smooth it over, figuring she may have just been having a bad day, but I got shut down again, telling me that she didn't need my apology because nothing was wrong and I needed time to stop trying to make it seem like crap was wrong between us and to just drop it. I texted Ro to see if I could gauge what was going on since he and I had always had an open dialogue about things like this, but he basically just told me he couldn't talk to me right now, and I have to imagine it's because M told him not to. It's been 2 days since then, and I'm just really confused. This whole thing has made me want to drop out of the wedding party and honestly not go at all. I wish Ro would talk to me and M would be honest. I can't help but think maybe I just don't get how stressful planning a wedding is, and maybe they've gotten pushback from other people on other things and somehow it's taking it out on me? Or is it really a big no-no to ask stuff like this? I don't know. This is the first wedding I've ever gone to. Am I the a-hole? I don't know. For the side of things, I think, yes, you are kind of the a-hole because honestly, you should have just left it. I mean, you're not an a-hole for asking about the flavor of the cake. I mean, that's kind of an innocent question. However, what you did afterwards made you kind of an a-hole because first of all, you said you apologized because you thought they were offended, but M responded back to you by saying no, she wasn't offended and to just drop it, but you continue to do it. That makes you kind of an a-hole. But let's see what other people have to say about this. Overall, the verdict was a-hole. And it turns out that Ro decided to join in the comment section about this whole situation. So there's a slight update here. So this is from Ro's response in the comment section. It says, hey, Izzy, not surprised you didn't share the whole story. You never do. Just like last year's surprise party for M. TLDR. Izzy here spoiled the surprise and tried to claim my present was hers. Whoa, what a twist. I'm Ro, the groom-to-be. I don't do Reddit, but my best man does and frequents this thread. He saw this post and it was so obvious it's you. This whole cake thing did happen, but it's not the whole story and did not go the way Izzy claims. First off, cake was not her only complaint. You refused to have a joint bachelorette dinner because I have poor taste. You said my suit was tacky because I wanted white and not traditional black. You whine about the bridesmaid dresses being purple because you wanted ivory. Any decision we've made, there's always a complaint. And M has done nothing but be patient and try and find common ground. She should not have to change her wedding choices for you. Second, we never told you to shove it. M messaged you privately because she was tired of having to argue it in the group chat. Everyone else is tired of your BS too, so we didn't want to bother them with it. It's a cake. Eat it or don't. You have hated me ever since I joined the friend group, and that's fine. But you will not ruin M's day because of your pettiness. If you care about her, then honor her decisions. Of course, M is different, because she grew the F up. All of us did, except you. My God, you're effing 22. Stop acting like a spoiled teenager. Chocolate cake will not kill you. By the way, a-hole, I'm 26, not 25. Pay attention. I wasn't angry about this until you decided to go to the internet for pity. It's pathetic and immature. For the record, M double-checked my response. She signed off on it. Get it together. Woo! Wow, we got a totally different story from the OP, didn't we? Now, OP does respond back to Ro. Here's OP's response. She wrote, "It's pathetic and immature to anonymously post asking for advice on Reddit, but you coming here starting crap and posting my real name isn't? Okay, Marcus. Since we're not hiding anymore, how does it feel to have your crap aired for reals? Here's how I know M didn't sign off. Because she never would have agreed to using my real name. You're just trying to get me upset at her too. She's my best friend, and I should have known you'd do this. You always try to manipulate us into being mad at each other. Case in point, when I had planned this really awesome dinner for just her and I, you had to plan her surprise party for the same day. I just wanted alone time with my best friend, but you couldn't wait one day for the party. M has known me far longer than you. And no offense, I'm sure I know her better than you do. But I kept my mouth shut because I love her and just wanted her to be happy. I complained about everything. Then how come I've never said anything about the hundreds of times you made M cancel plans with me to go hang out with you? I just wanted my BFF to spend a little time with me. We're not allowed to have sleepovers anywhere because it makes you uncomfy, or take a girls trip for the weekend because too expensive. Sorry you can't take care of her like I can. Some of us can afford rent. Clearly this was never about the cake and more so about you hating me. I am fine when you joined the friend group, but you clearly weren't fine with mine and M's relationship. You've been the same towards some of her other friends who I'm sure would agree. Get a life, Marcus. Stop trying to take mine." Whoa! What is going on? It sounds like Ro and OP, or aka Izzy, is just going at each other's throat. So it sounds like we're having two different sides of the stories, and the more details are coming out, and I don't know. Let's see. Because Ro apparently responds back to Izzy about this. Ro responds, "She was fine using your name. She brought this to the internet, not us. If you didn't want this attention, don't post." Oh, I'm sorry. Correction. Ro responds by saying, "She was fine using your name. You brought this to the internet, not us. If you didn't want this attention, don't post. The plan was for you to distract her while we set up the party by taking her to a movie, not going to the movie, then taking her to dinner and telling her of the party. We waited hours expecting y'all to be back. I have never once made M canceled. She always did that on her own, not frequently at all. You have had plenty of time alone with her. Just because she spends time with me too doesn't mean I'm forcing her to. And yes, a trip to multiple countries across Europe is very much too expensive. We already live paycheck to paycheck, which you know. I know money isn't a concern for you, but it very much is for us. Not all of us have apartments paid for by dad. No one else seems to think the same things about me. And if I'm wrong, I will gladly listen and change. But that requires communication directly, not anonymous Reddit posts. You may have known her longer, but you clearly don't know M well. You fail to see how miserable your comments and attitude have made her these past few months. For her sake, knock it off." OP, aka Izzy, responds back to that. "Paid by daddy? Real mature, a-hole. You know I work hard like everyone else. It's not my fault my parents made better decisions than yours and can actually help their kids. And of course, I wasn't just going to take her to the movies on her birthday, a ruse or not. It was still her birthday and she's still my friend and I love her and I wanted her to have an actually good, decent meal other than the crappy pizza you bought for her. And yeah, maybe you didn't tell M to cancel, but knowingly asking for plans when we had them is basically the same thing. Before you, she was fine. She had everything she needed. And for all of you in the comments saying, I have a crush or want to FM, you're delusional and know nothing about me. We're best friends. I love her. She loves me. Not my fault we have natural chemistry that everyone over the internet can feel. But it's not like that. Marcus, you're an a-hole. You've been an a-hole since day one. Just admit you're not the guy who can give her what she needs and move the F on and leave us alone. Holy smokes. Wow. I'm just kind of speechless at this point. They are throwing some low blows here. But let's continue. So, a commenter actually asked a question by saying, did you really make a fuss because you want the bridesmaid dress to be ivory instead of purple? That was referring to Izzy. So, and the same commenter also asked a question to Ro too by saying, did she really make your fiance cancel sleepover because it made you uncomfortable? So, Ro actually responds by saying, no, I've never made M cancel anything. I'm fine with her having sleepover. Izzy wanted to do it at our apartment and kept begging M to have me sleep on the couch so I wouldn't ruin girls' night. For the record, M shut it down, not me. She's capable of making her own decision. I trust her to set her boundaries. If I came off as uncomfortable, Izzy never mentioned it till now. Ooh. Another commenter asked, does M even still want Izzy there? Because Izzy is sounding more and more unhinged. How did she try to steal your birthday present to Izzy? Now Ro responds by saying, M still wants Izzy there. They've been friends for years. I won't make her kick her out, but I'm starting to reach the point where I want to. And no, she didn't steal it. She claimed she purchased the gift because I was too poor to afford it. It was a rather expensive purse M eyed once while shopping, but couldn't get at the time, so I saved for it. Final comment from Ro. He says, you're proving my point. I'm not going to argue over Reddit anymore over this, especially if you're going to talk about my parents like that when you know full well why they aren't rich. Either message us in private or drop it altogether. If this is how you really feel, don't bother coming to the wedding. Whoa, the gauntlet has been dropped. Now, from the sound of things, Izzy does sound really unhinged. It went from an innocent little question of, is it wrong for me to ask about the flavor of the wedding cake? And it seems like it divulged into something much deeper and much more intense. And as I was reading this, I was like, whoa, more things are coming up. And I think it's more than just the wedding cake, obviously. It sounds like the relationship between Izzy, aka the OP, and Ro, the groom-to-be, it sounds like these don't like each other, period. But one important person is missing in this whole entire conversation, which is M. I wish M would have come on and clear the air for everyone, because it sounds like M is the middle person. She's stuck between her BFF, her friend Izzy, and her groom-to-be, and she's like, what is going on? Supposedly, again, both Ro and Izzy are claiming that they know what's in M's best interest. But how do we really know as an audience? Because M has not said anything throughout this whole exchange. Or supposedly didn't. I mean, Ro does say she signed off on this in the beginning, but I don't know. It's a lot of a he said, she said type of thing. Wow, I just don't know what happened. I hope the wedding goes smoothly. I don't know if Izzy's still invited, but I would love to know an update if they ever share one. What do you guys think of this dramatic wedding cake story? Who do you think is in the wrong? Do you think it's Ro, or do you think it's Izzy? And if is anyone an a-hole in this situation? Personally, I think everyone sucks here. Ro sucks because honestly, he should just like let Em take care of this because it's her friend. Izzy is her friend. And Izzy, she sounds completely unhinged. And it sounds like she was hiding a lot of stuff. And the fact that Izzy threw, Ro's parents into the mix and just basically cut a very deep cut about, like his family financial situation, that was a really low blow. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And if you like these types of stories, remember to continue to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.